Well, I'm sitting next to two gentlemen who does not need any introduction, but still I'll do it because it's customary. With me is Mr. Veejay Nakra, Joint Managing Director and President, Mahindra Automotive Division. Pratap Bose needs no introduction. He's the man with the Midas touch, the chief designer, the chief man, the chief boss of Mahindra Mahindra, who has designed these two cars. And with them, we are going to go and drive. Thank you so much.
Thanks,
Vijay.
Ramesh. Thank you for having us on your show.
Thanks, Ramesh. Always good to see you.
And I think these tires are boring. We should go back to the
Let's hit the
main
tires.
Let's hit the
Let's get the tires on the road.
Who will drive first? First of all, thank you, Vijay and Pratap. This was long due, and thank you for joining me for the drive.
Thanks, Ramesh.
Thank you.
And disclaimer, I won't be able to give any opinion because it's under embargo and you guys are driving, so I don't know what the car. I'll just nod. That's about it. But first of all, big congratulations. What a massive launch this was. You know, the scale of the Mahindra launches has always been very grand, but I think this was just a step up. So
You know why, Ramesh?
Yeah.
We didn't launch one, we launched two.
we launched two.
On
Correct.
the same day.
It was electrifying. It was an electrifying launch. So this name, first the name, Be Sexy. Purposely designed, or what is the story behind it?
Well, when Pratap put his pencil to paper, and, I'm going to give you a little bit of some anecdotes. When Pratap actually started doing this, he used to sit and sketch it on a piece of paper, and he was so passionate about doing it. He used to do that and just click it and send it on WhatsApp to Rajesh, Pelu, me.
Yeah.
And when we saw that, we were like, wow. We were like wowed from the word go. And just the design itself was so appealing and so sexy that
It is
to be honest, at that time we didn't think that we were going to call it sexy. We did create the brand name B, which was all about
B, yeah.
an authentic brand which allows you to be who you are. And the project code name at that time was
05.
05, and which
I remember that one you showcased in London.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah.
And then as we created the product, we started seeing flesh to the drawing. And the most amazing thing, Ramesh, you'll remember when we showcased it in South Africa.
Right.
At that time when people saw it, they said, what you produced is so close to the concept you guys had created, and that's what we've delivered. And when we finally saw it in flesh and blood, we thought it really is sexy, and hence
It's been
Be
so it's
Sexy,
actually-
which is a play on being sexy.
So
Yeah.
it's called Be Sexy, right?
Be sexy.
Be Sexy. Okay, so this is a tongue twister then. So now, what about the XEV 9A? Is that not something that you thought we can give it some twist? Maybe we should have added S in front of XEV. Would have changed the whole meaning.
Well, that's XEV 9A,
Uh-huh.
and clearly the two products are very different. That is far more suave. It's far about more elegant lines, and of course Pratap will talk about the way he's conceived the two of them. But clearly that was a more matured sort of a positioning of the brand, and hence keeping the X factor in mind, it became the XEV.
Nice.
And we took 9 because in the chronology of numbers, when you start moving, it's typically 3, 5, 7, 9, and hence 9 is the indication of it being a perfect blend of sophistication and premiumness.
Correct.
And that put together was the brand name XEV9E.
Pratap, some hidden stories. What were your thoughts behind when you designed this? It was such an outlandish design. It never came to your mind because when you put your paintbrush to the whole sheet, that it can be just taken or it will just not appeal to everybody, because this is of course a segment which is not. It's also very conservative. At the same time, you are trying to push the boundary with design, which is beyond. I mean, it's at first it shocks you, and then it just grows on you.
Yeah, so Ramesh, we have four brands that people love and are also very territorial about those brands. A Thar customer is very territorial about being a Thar customer.
True.
And we said, I think Vijay's brief to us, in addition to what Rajesh said, was, just make hot cars. If you're doing it, go all out, let's go bold, or we go home, right? And Vijay said, let's also try and get a new kind of customer into the Mahindra, family.
Which is not there otherwise.
So can we look at a new kind of customer? And that's how B was born. And like Vijay said, B is like to be yourself, be who you want to be. And we therefore had an opportunity, Ramesh, to do a totally different design language for the B brand. So if I look at the two products we've launched today or yesterday, the B6C is like a fighter jet,
Yeah.
whereas the XEV 9E is more like a private business jet. Both fly, but they both do it in a very different way.
Different way.
You know, so that's exactly how we looked at it in the design team.
So was there any design sketches which was, this was the final product? You always knew that you had to do something like this?
You know, funnily, we go through lots of sketches, as you
Correct,
know.
correct.
But you know, Veejay is right. 6C, we had a few pencil sketches that I, you know, sort of WhatsApp to our leadership group, and instantly there was
You're
that.
bold over
Yeah,
it.
there was like, they were like, okay, this is it. Can we have this? You know, so we didn't even go through a real, you know, hundreds of sketches, and
Which
then
is your favorite part of the design?
of the
The
6C.
Yeah.
I think the 6C, the cabin, I really love because
Okay.
it looks tight, but it's not. If you sit inside, it really surprises you with the headroom. And how's that happened, Ramesh? We've got the paint line between the black roof and the body color, which is much lower than what you would find in any other car. Usually dual tones are, you know, done differently. So this, when you see from the side view, has a very nice dramatic roof line because that's all you see
That's all
in
you
the
see,
body
correct.
color. But you're really surprised when you get in, and I like that sense of surprise.
True.
I also like the halo around the driver.
That was, you know, had you asked me that question, I'm so sorry to interrupt.
No, that's okay.
You know, I'll be honest, when Pratap sent us those designs, I'm telling you, I felt like I was a kid. I was just,
Yeah,
I was
it's true.
just like, I've been in the industry for many
Many
years,
years,
but
correct.
seeing a design like this, which was so radical and so distinct,
Yeah.
you know, we were clear it's going to bring so much freshness, and this is so much Mahindra. We've always been about being different but relevant different.
I
And
think this is how
breaking
you
boundaries,
And we
yeah.
broke that boundary. And my favorite, when I still remember when we went to his design studio and we sat in it for the first time. When I sat and I had that halo ring around,
Wow.
me, I was like,
Yeah.
You feel
I
special.
felt I
You
was
feel
sitting
special.
in a Formula E vehicle.
Yeah, absolutely.
And to
So,
me, that's the favorite feature that I love on the.
Now, Vijay,
V6.
you have the most expected. All the eyeballs are going to be you because Pratap's work gets over now, and you take over.
And Velu.
And
Velu
Yeah.
Velu,
has
of course,
done a lot
100%,
of work. He and his
100%.
team
Velu has
have
done a
delivered
tremendous
an
job. Of course, you guys are
incredible delivery.
no, you know,
the leadership team, the chemistry between all of you, Rajesh, Vijay,
Vinod,
Pratap, and Velu,
Rajiv.
and all of the team is so flawless. I mean, very few. This magic happens when the team.
you know, Ramesh, if I can tell you something, from that original sketch, you know, 2.5 years ago, to the car you see or the vehicle you see on the road today,
Yeah.
the fact that it looks like that original sketch is because of, you know, these 5 or 6 people and the
Who
teams.
can make it happen?
That we said we are not going to destroy or change this car in any way through the process.
Yeah.
So we actually protected the design, and everyone else worked to deliver this. It's not easy.
Not easy.
It's a challenge at many levels. Our manufacturing guys as well.
Coming to the numbers, you know, Vijay, I know that this is EV penetration is still not how the country would have liked it. All the other players who have launched similar price point products, let's not get to the specifics, but they've not been able to get numbers for whatever reason. Are you sure that this will nail it right the way it should be, and you'll be able to get the numbers going and off the block?
Well, our endeavor for launching these products the way they are designed, with the feature packs that we are offering, fully loaded with features, with the global quality,
And
at
all
the
that
wow
was
price,
Snapdragon,
yeah,
for
you know,
sure.
at the wow price is our endeavor to make sure that we are able to disrupt the market, bring scale to it, and get volume.
Yeah.
So, you know, it's going to be difficult for me to give you a number, but I think we're very confident. We've set up a capacity of 90,000 vehicles between these two brands
That is on a
per
year-
annum. That's
per
on a
annum.
per annum basis. Obviously, not from, we don't get to that if you
So
divide
roughly
it.
about 8,000 a month.
Yeah, but not from day one, because we want to ramp
Ramp
up in
up.
a careful manner just to make sure we get everything right. But that's the capacity we've set
So
up.
that,
And
that means there is going to be a waiting period for sure, because we'll
well,
expecting
that will be much appreciated and a good problem to
good
have.
problem to have. Now, one of our people have commented, you know, that everything is there in the car, which also takes from the luxury segment. Now, if you had to add massage seats, what is the per unit cost which goes up? This is just somebody has asked us this
Well,
question.
you know, it's easy to do all of that, but I think we have to be clear what the brand stands for. And I mean, B is a very different brand, XEV is a different brand. Right now, with what we offer on 2, we believe that we've got a very, very good mix. There would be some features, pluses that people like. There are some features that some other customers may like.
But is it
as a
difficult to have
package,
features?
I
Yeah.
think we have. No, it's not difficult.
But can you give an add-on, like supposing if it's a foolproof car now? It's a
No, I mean, you'll have
You
to
can't.
re-engineer the seats,
Everything,
right?
okay,
Because
so
it's a whole
it's
mechanism
not,
that will go into the seat, and then you
true.
have to validate it. These come with, 6 airbags.
Yeah, it has to be
and
completely
then,
new.
and then you have to redo the whole homologation and testing.
And people in this segment are not looking for that.
So,
as such.
I think there's enough and more that we offer in the
Offer.
product for the price that we bring into the market.
Are we also looking at the global
And of
market?
course, over a period of time, we will keep adding things as we go ahead.
So, Pratap, are you also keeping in mind global aspirations of Mahindra and Mahindra when we launch this design language? Do you think after India you'll also be going out and launching it in
You know, I
South
always
Africa or
I,
India, but-
I always say India itself is a global market, right? Which manufacturer is not here? Not only in automotive, but in any category.
And those who are not there, they're wanting to be here.
No, so I'm saying, mobile phones, fashion, India is a global market today. India is not a market which is, just limited to itself. So anything we do, Ramesh, is designed and engineered for that, global competition, be it at home or if we take it abroad. So in no way do we say, oh, we should design it this way because it's for here and it's for there. No, they're designed with a completely global mindset from day one.
Now my question to you is because when we actually sell in Europe, for example, your profitability is much higher as compared to India where you have to be very cost effective. So had this thought come across that, of course there's a process of getting it approved and all of that things, but and of course the numbers, but is there some thought behind that you'll export one day to mainstream markets with these products?
Well, of course, I think
So it's built for that aspiration.
Yeah, our aspiration, and these products can. I
Can,
mean,
of
they
course.
are global.
I mean, we would love to see India made
They
in
are
India.
global products. They are
why
absolutely
not?
global products.
So that's
Yeah.
how it's been built to last.
Yeah.
Completely. And with the 10-year warranty on the battery backup, can you explain that? That's first customer gets it
So for the first customer, it's lifetime warranty.
lifetime.
And if there is a change of hands or change of ownership, then it is for 10 years, 180,000 kilometers, starting from the date of first registration of the vehicle.
So there's no anxiety for battery. in future.
Absolutely.
You have taken.
So we've
that
taken care of that. We've
So you
taken
replace
care
the
of,
battery.
and we've taken care of range anxiety
Range.
with the range that the product will
Yeah,
offer.
sure.
So I think a lot of the concerns that were there in the segment and the category, both these brands will address.
Yeah.
Now, when you launch something at a 20 lakh price point, you already have all your products are on the similar price point. Of course, it takes from the market, from the competition. But does it also hit you guys like XEV 700 sales goes down or the Scorpio M goes down? Or
We would want to give that choice to our customer.
let them decide what.
Electric origin is the category that needs to grow. We would want to give the option of choice to our customer. When they walk into our showroom, you have an offering, an ICE offering, and you have a electric origin offering, and whatever suits and whatever you prefer, you buy that.
In fact, Vijay, to add to that point, your whole point of keeping, our dealerships common across
was exactly
both
that.
was because of that you walk in and you have that choice then.
We decided not to create a separate channel.
Exclusive, yeah.
It'll be same. basically.
That's right.
And so, Vijay,
But
what-
the experience for that, we've done a few things. We've gotten, we've got a team of 500 people who we brought in from luxury and premium brands.
Yeah.
We've got a team of 400 people who are experts on the technology side of EV, who will be responsible for the after sales side. We've
So
set up-
honestly, what are the challenges you are foreseeing will come? Because
Well,
now that
I think firstly the products have been tested and proven enough that we don't
Yeah, we saw
expect
that.
to have.
And
the
by the way, we are
challenges.
driving on a racetrack. You'll see a very big demo as a B-roll later on. But right now we're having a conversation. Yes.
So well proven, well tested. So we don't expect any issues. But given the level of technology, there could be some niggling issues which may happen as far as the software, and that's not just us, right? Today,
Everybody is,
every brand,
Mercedes have it.
every brand in the world today have their share of challenges with software. So if any, we do. There could be some in that area, but we are fully geared up to handle that.
Planning, yeah.
I think it's how you respond
And,
to anything, right,
And
Vijay?
also with
So-
FOTA, you're just able to over FOTA and
Yeah.
SOTA, over
Yeah.
the air, you'll be able to take care of.
And Pratap,
Correct.
what's the next thing you're designing?
So look, we showed, the when we showed the vision, in August 22, we showed 5 different products, and we are bringing 2 of them today.
You know my favorite one, which I'm going to.
So we are bringing 2 of those today, and then as we go along, we'll bring more of those to reality.
When
We
is the
also
Bali coming?
we also showed.
Tell us that.
Some things you got to wait.
Yeah, I mean, all good things
Take time.
take time. I mean, we didn't even take time actually.
Yeah, actually,
That's
what you
true.
predicted in 2 years back.
True.
We've
I
come
think
faster
in
than
3
that.
In less than 3 years,
Yeah.
we've created an all-new grounds-up platform,
Correct.
all-new design,
Kudos.
All new
sourced
plant.
all the
All new
components,
plant.
set up an all-new manufacturing
And
plant,
given us
All new
this-
battery plant.
and put this out.
So yeah, there's plenty
But
to
still,
come
what is,
for sure.
What is the next launch expected for our viewers? Like sometime maybe.
We'll wait till the time is right to
That
talk
question's
about
not
that.
being answered. All right.
I know you tried that with Pratap. Then
In a different way.
So I had to let me answer that.
Pratap
one
is
for you.
gullible. You could have just gone with emotion and said it.
I'm seasoned enough not to do that. We've shown enough visions, and we are going to bring
them to reality.
all into reality like we brought these 2.
Okay, so
All right.
I mean, we have come to the end of this. Thank you so much.
That was very good fun.
Before we do that, any lasting words? Like now you've taken over the new role also. You are the joint managing director and president automotive in Mahindra.
I
How does
think
it
I'm very
feel?
fortunate that I have that opportunity as that role. But I just think it's a proud moment for India. It's about Unlimit India. That's what we've created, and we just welcome all potential customers to come and experience these products we made with so much of love and passion.
Yeah.